Hey gang, it's Leda and today we're going to do an update of my skincare routine, a much requested video, and a lot of it is, unsurprisingly, my brand. Good face stuff, and some other things, of course, but somehow I don't have a comprehensive how I layer my good face stuff, you guys. Unbelievable. Let's do it. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I can't believe I don't have an update of my skincare line since this is what we're all about here at this channel. Anti-aging skincare and supplements, and if you're into that type of thing, hit subscribe and the bell button to be notified when I do live videos on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Thursdays when I upload videos. Darlings! There's been a few requests of how exactly do you use your various products in my line. Click, I'm sure there's a card, goodfacestuff.com. There's also, I'm sure, links in the description. I'm going to link all of these products in the description, guys. Everything that I do, of course. So that's always the case. If you click, there's like a show more under the video. If you click, it'll... How about we do the morning routine, okay? Okay, so first, often in the morning, I will do a layer of Bright, our Ultra Hydration Resurfacing Mask. Yes, and it's a great cleanser, and I'll use just a little dollop with my fingers, like this, like about that much. It's probably better to use a little spatula that it comes with, but I often just use my fingers because of time. So I'll put about that much, and I'll just smear it around my face, brush my teeth, and it's a great exfoliating cleanser for the morning. Sometimes though, because I get up and have 6 a.m. clients, sometimes I'm a little late because I'm a big deal snoozer. I love the snooze. Sometimes I'll just like splash water on my face. I'll splosh it. Definitely a big seller. It's helped a lot with my melasma, my dark blotches. You guys go check out our reviews. People are really diminishing their hyperpigmentation. So it's definitely resurfacing. So it's exfoliating. It'll tingle with most skins. You know, you can leave it on just a few minutes. Maybe once a week, I'll leave it on for longer. And, you know, once it dries, it doesn't really have the tingling anymore. I'll often, like before I shower, I'll slather it on and do my dry brushing. That's about once a week. It's got hyaluronic acid, it's got sea kelp bioferment, it's got lemon peel bioferment, lactobacillus ferment. What makes it the kind of purple color is purple rice. Very fancy antioxidants in purple rice, willow bark extract, lactic acid, we have fruit enzyme extract, buckwheat honey. Buckwheat honey is really rich. We use buckwheat honey because it's got a little bit more rich antioxidants for anti-aging. There's lots of information on the website, so I might not go into this too much. Just go on the website. The product is acidic, so it's going to be exfoliating. We've got a little bit of lemongrass. All my products, there's not a lot of essential oils because I really don't necessarily think it's good for your skin to put that much essential oils in anymore. I think just a minute amount, and they're very powerful. Sometimes in the morning, I'll use our Silk, which is our deep Hydro Cleanse Balmed Milk Cleanser. So it's a balm. It's very, you know, it feels like a salve, and then you rub it on and it gets all oily, and then you rinse it off and it'll rinse completely clean. It'll get all milky. It really gets your makeup off. So that's usually when I'll use this, is like a nighttime or end of the day, you know, get the mascara off. If I don't often wear too much makeup, so if I'm wearing a lot of makeup, I'll definitely use this in that way. Or maybe I'll just do a little bit by the eyes, my eyes, to get eye makeup off, because I'll usually have mascara on and it gets that off real nice. But sometimes, like in the morning or at night, I'll just have like just a little dollop, and then I'll kind of make a cleansing milk in my hands. I'll put a little water and then I'll rub it on, and that's kind of a quicker cleanse. You know, if I don't want to spend all the time really rinsing it off, you know, that's just a very quick, like a quick cleanser. Did I say quick enough? That's a nice cleanser, just a little a milk cleanser. So it's a pretty multi-purpose, this Silk Deep Hydro Cleanse Balmed Milk Cleanser, and it'll really get into your pores. You know, when I started using this regularly, just putting the balm on my face and really rubbing it in, it was cleansing my pores. Like it was emulsifying the gunk in my, the congested areas, which was really satisfying. This stuff is awesome. So what does it have? So Silk has papaya seed oil and jojoba seed oil, which are nicely exfoliating, grapefruit seed and rice bran oils, also very brightening. It's got camellia tea, tea oil and peach oil, nicely hydrating. It's got oil-soluble collagen from vegetable source collagen, and mango butter. Yummy, I love mango butter. And I really like the scent. It's very fresh, tangerine and cilantro. It's wonderful. I love the smell. It's a subtle smell, though. It's not too overwhelming. Then we have our LUCID Essence Brightening Mist, which I now know is our best-selling product. So you don't have to spray it on like that. Okay, this is like a toner, you guys. First off, it's like an essence. It's so many things. It's like a sprayable serum, so you could also spray a little bit in your hand and just dab it on and kind of press it into your skin to make it last longer. My favorite is the shimmer because I like a little bit of shimmer. It's really not that noticeable to me. I don't think it's very noticeable. Just a little bit of micas, but we also have the purple carrot one for people who do not even want to mess with the shimmer. It's subtle. I think it's subtle. It's not like it's not like rose water. It's a thicker formula. It's got niacinamide. It's got N-acetylglucosamine. These are all very brightening ingredients. It's got white licorice. It's got alpha-arbutin. So these are very brightening ingredients, because that's what I'm into. But niacinamide is such a powerful ingredient. It's good for acne. It's good for moisturizing the skin. Niacinamide is a powerhouse ingredient. That's maybe the hero ingredient in this one. But it also has sake extract and yeast ferment extract. So, like SK2 has got the sake extract. A lot of Essence have a ferment. And so those have amazing moisturizing, really great for your skin, these ferments. And this fragrance is a little bit of neroli, a little bit of bergamot oil, subtle, and actually what more comes through is the licorice somehow. I think like you'll taste that sort of the white licorice. It's more potent formulation. Yeah, so this is what I'll use as a toner. This is what I'll spray on before my serums, morning and night. Then, dears, in the morning, I will put on a pump of our Glow Tight Bright Protect Peptide Stable C Serum. 3 different stabilized vitamin C's, magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, sodium ascorbyl phosphate, and tetra C, which is oil soluble. But not only that, it's got DMAE, which is very firming. It's got 4% of that. Pumpkin seed cake for firming, and also it's got shiitake, reishi, tamarind seed. It's got amla extract, which is Indian gooseberry. A little bit of heliocresum, a little bit. It's got an amalgam of 4 different peptides, oil-soluble peptide, palmitoid hexapeptide 12. It's our super peptide. You guys gotta check out the website for all this information. It's right there. Thermophilus ferment, which it's a very interesting ferment that when the sun, it's got sun protective properties basically, and it gets activated by sunlight. Very weird. I love it. It's very good. I like this. It's a light serum, but it'll just press right into your skin nicely. I dig it. So that's what I'll use. And then on top of that, because it's a light serum, I will put on our LUX Nourishing Beauty Oil, which I really love this stuff too, because it's got 10% tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate, which is the oil-soluble vitamin C. This is probably my favorite smelling product. It smells like heaven. People have been like, oh, you should make a perfume out of that stuff. It's so good. And it is. I want to eat it. 20 of the best organic plant and flower essences. Cacao oil it's largely cacao oil, which has more vitamin E than argan oil and more vitamin A than rosehip seed oil, but we also have rosehip seed oil in there too. We've got squalane from olives, prickly pear, raspberry seed oil, which is nice skin protective from the sun properties, cucumber, kiwi, watermelon. I mean, it really is like a super food for your face. There's so many different fruits, blackberry, blueberry, calendula, sea buckthorn, apple, arnica, apricot. We've got turmeric, blue yarrow, vanilla absolute, carrot seed oil, so many things. So check it out. And then you can go to the website. Very interesting fragrance. I think it's fascinating. This is what I'll put a few drops on, seal in the moisture in the morning. Then sunscreen. People often ask me about sunscreen, and lately I have been very into the Australian Gold, which everybody seems to be into. I wish it had a darker color as well. This is just tinted, and it's kind of like weird beige, but I mix it with my Mychelle, which was my go-to, but it's a little drying right now. It feels like if I just put this on, which sometimes I do, it'll be kind of crispy. It's very light, dry formula. But what I'll often do is mix the medium dark with the Australian Gold. And I like that Australian Gold's 50. They're both 50 SPF. So I'm digging the SPF. Lots of SPF, you guys. I also wear sun hats and stuff. But these are great. I really wish Australian Gold would come up with a darker formula, but I'm fine mixing them. I think that works out pretty well. This one you definitely have to shake Mychelle because it kind of separates and there's like little balls in there that shake it up. Mixing these works pretty well, but this one's a very nice moisturizing formula and it stays on. It feels good. That's my morning, you guys, and during the day I might just touch up around the eyes. I really like my LUX Beauty Oil, and I'll just I really like to keep my under eyes hydrated around here, crow's feet, and I'll put a few drops of this just and dab around. I'll do that a lot. Ding, 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 ding. LUCID Essence Brightening Mist is great, refresher during the day. People like to seal in their makeup with it because it does have it feels like it's a sealant. It has that effect where it kind of seals in your makeup with the niacinamide, and it's still going to be giving you some benefits, but definitely putting this on before the serums. And I like to have a moist face, either from, just rinsing your face off, or if your face is not moist, you want to moisten it with an essence or a toner, or that's why I then use my LUCID Essence Brightening Mist before I put in my actives in my serums so that my skin will absorb it better. And then for the evening, I will put on Silk again. I'll get a little dollop, I'll rub it in real good, get all the makeup and the sunscreen off, and then it will rinse easily off with water. It's a very cool trick. It gets all milky. It's great. That's what my main go-to evening cleansing ritual is. And then, not surprisingly, I'll use my LUCID because I want to get that niacinamide, that N-acetylglucosamine, which work really great together. The N-acetylglucosamine, which does come from shells, you guys, where it's a byproduct from the shell industry. So if you're vegan, that's not vegan, and neither is honey. So the Bright has honey, but those are really the only two things. But then I'll use our PLUSH. This has been really great lately. At night, I'll put on a squirt of PLUSH. Our PLUSH Restore Plump Smooth Peptide Retinal Serum. So Retinal is gentler than retinol, but it's more potent. So that's why we chose the Retinal to utilize. PLUSH has got the retinal as well as the peptides, and it's a more moisturizing formula. It's got the pacucci oil, which is the phyto alternative to retinol. It's touted now. It's a really cool oil. We've got that in there as well as the cacao oil. We've got also our mixture of antioxidant herbs. We've got reishi, shiitake. We've got tamarind seed, Indian gooseberry in there as well. We've got the wakame ferment and the red algae. We've got a little bit of that astaxanthin making it the color. We've got a little bit of the blue cypress and a little bit of the blue chamomile essences in here as well. And this imparts a subtle smell, but mainly, I think maybe you're smelling mainly the pacucci oil. The aroma is nourishing. It feels like the red algae. This one's a much more nourishing formula as well. It's moisturizing. And then, but what I really like doing is sealing that with a few drops of LUX afterwards. Yes, right afterwards. one of my latest favoriteest things is the Banish 2.0. So this is my derm stamp. So I'm using this weekly. You know, you could just set it on there. It's fabulous. It's got the gold-plated needles. And so I'll go under my eyes. I'm doing along my upper lip, which I think it's starting to really help plump that up. And on my forehead lines. It's really great. It really does. It is much less painless, just like Sherry says at Graceful Beauty. Check out her channel. She's the one who told me about this, and I really like it. So then, often I will put the Lux on after this because I want to absorb in that 10% tetrahexyl acerbate, the oil-soluble vitamin C, and this is helping it penetrate in, and that's one of my most favorite things to do. On occasion, maybe once a month, probably. It's about once a month. It's rare. I will use a clay mask that I just make with Resurfacing clay. Sometimes I'll just use the Aztec green clay, the bentonite. I'll put in that turmeric aromatica and a little bit of amla, the Indian gooseberry, and a little neem. So it's a little herbaceous clay mask. So I'll do that sometimes when I'm feeling particularly just like I want to go in and get some extractions. You know, if my skin's feeling a little clogged, I'll use my little clay mask. That's like once a month, maybe even less, actually. Especially lately since I've been using my silk. So there you go, guys. That is my skincare routine as of late, as well as how I layer my skincare line, Good Face Stuff. And you can check that out at goodfacestuff.com, or there's links to all of these products, all of the products that are also not in my line. Everything's down below. And I hope that helps clarify. I can't believe I didn't make that video earlier. And thank you so much for watching, you guys, and give you all a big hug. Bye, guys. Mwah. Unbelievably that I do not have unbelievable, but and if you are into this type of thing, Good Face Stuff. Just like I'll use like a small amount. We have a wow. So this is tangential. The smell is just a little bit of clean. Look at all milky and whatever. I don't need to explain that. Blah blah blah. You guys, I often use the phyto alternative. Use my Lux. So for the evening I'll use whatever. Yammering on. Yeah, dog. Prickers. It's got the most research, these are the peptides that we not grapes. We don't do grapefruit. See, that's grape seed is not, no. A lot of it is my skincare line